All right. Pick a Vegas and beyond. I'm going to try to get another video done real quick. I just finished recording another one about some drama going on. And I'm still dealing with COVID, so I'm going to try to run through this other video as fast as I can so I can get back in the house and get off my feet before I fall off my feet. But anyway, still weak as hell and still dealing with all the symptoms. Whatever the hell variant or whatever I have of COVID this time is kind of playing tricks on my mind a little bit, because I was sicker than shit for like a week. And then I had a day where all of a sudden my energy was back and my strength was back and everything. No symptoms at all that whole day. So I thought I was over it. I came out here, worked my ass off that day, and then woke up the next day sicker than shit again. All the symptoms were back. And that's how it's been since. And that was like 4 days ago now, I think. So, yeah. That's what I'm dealing with. Anyway. And I'm still dealing with a fucking fever that just won't quit. So, it's like fever so bad that I can't stop sweating all day and all night. I can't smell or taste anything. I haven't been able to smell or taste anything now for... Basically, that started 4 or 5 days into it. Like I said, the fever just won't stop. But anyway. I wanted to make this video not about COVID and what I'm dealing with. That's not what the video is about. The video is actually about... I want to talk about why I quit sourcing. It's going to be a kind of short video because I don't have much energy left. Because I'm getting really weak just standing here. Anyway. The reason I quit sourcing, it's not because I have COVID. Although that would be really stupid to go sourcing with COVID, but that's not actually the reason why. The reason I quit sourcing is because I finally forced myself to start going through my death pile. And if you've ever seen my older videos, you know I have like the biggest death pile on YouTube. Like, I have a bigger death pile than anyone else on YouTube. And that's not even an exaggeration, it's the truth. The entire warehouse I'm standing in is mostly death pile. The majority, probably a few 100,000 items at least of unlisted inventory. And that's just in here. I also have about 10 storage units full of unlisted inventory that are not here right now because I got 2 more buildings, but that's still not enough space for all the inventory that I have. I'm going to be, once I'm over COVID and have my strength back, I'm going to be building another building, most likely at the front end of the property. I'm not sure if that one is going to be big enough to house everything that's in all the storage units or not. But, and I also have more unlisted inventory back here in the boxed-in trailer, too. I forgot about that. And there's also some unlisted inventory in another container over here on the other side of my property. So, from now on, I'm not going sourcing at all. I'm going to go into this mess that I call a death pile And I'm going to list every single thing that I have. And once all this stuff is listed, then I'll go sourcing. I've been filming a lot of videos that haven't came out yet of all the work I've been doing, which you'll see at some point. But that was before I got sick this time. And like I've said in the past, this is the second time in less than 3 months that I've had COVID. Actually, it has been 3 months now, because I got over COVID at the beginning of February. And today is like May 3rd, I think, when I'm recording this. And I'm still battling COVID. Going on 2 weeks now that I've been dealing with this shit. And I'm fully vaccinated and have my booster and all that crap. And I'm still battling COVID because I think I have that new variant that they said can go around your immunity from previous infection and boosters and vaccine and all that shit. I forgot the name of that one, but I was reading about it the other day, and they said that this is basically like another form of the Omicron variant, or however the fuck it's pronounced, but way stronger. And when I was reading about what it does, like the symptoms and everything like that, it matches up almost perfectly with what I've been dealing with. So that has to be what it is. But anyway, like I was saying though, I'm going to get all this stuff listed. I don't know exactly how long it's going to take me. Most likely it's going to take a long time though, because like I said, there's hundreds of thousands of items. Every shelf in here, for the most part. I've been putting all the listed stuff in the other buildings already. I got a lot of stuff done before I got sick. And I actually worked through the first few days of COVID because I didn't realize I had COVID at the time. But I was still working the first few days of dealing with COVID until it just knocked me completely out. And then I finally got tested, and it came back positive for COVID. But yeah, for the first few days I was sick, I was still working and moving everything to the other buildings that was already listed. So I've got a lot of that done already. I still have a ton that I haven't moved yet. I have these 2 huge containers over here that I have to empty out. I have to move everything in those because I have some other things over there that I have to put that stuff in. And then all these totes with listed inventory have to go over there. But that's all going to have to wait until I'm over COVID because I don't have the strength to move the shit right now. I had all my strength back that one day, like I said. And then I just woke up the next day with all the symptoms back, and it's been that way since, and that's been 4 days ago now. So I don't know what the fuck's going on with this shit. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to focus on moving all the listed inventory out of here into the other buildings. The clothes and shoes and the plush and blankets and backpacks and all that sort of stuff go in the one building so I can keep it kind of organized the way I want it. And the electronics and all that type of stuff will go in the other one. That's where And the system I've been working on, basically, to make it, I figured out a way to make it faster on myself when I'm listing the electronics and stuff like that. So the one day, actually 2 days, I think, I was able to list over, I think it was somewhere around 150 items in 2 days. And that was with COVID. But at the time, I didn't know I had it yet. So, because I hadn't, tested positive, so I didn't know I had COVID yet. I knew I was coming down with something because I was feeling like shit. I just didn't realize it was COVID again until I tested positive for it, and then it just, basically, it's sucked ever since. Anyway, that's what I'm going to be doing. Instead of sourcing, is getting all of this stuff that I already have listed. Because I've been putting it off for this death pile that I have is years worth of sourcing and just basically only listing certain things or things like that. Just putting off listing most of it. That and going on sourcing trips out of state and not bringing the inventory that I bought back with me. Instead of bringing it back, I end up renting storage units out of state and filling them up with inventory and then not even going back to get it and wasting thousands of dollars every month on storage units in other states that are filled with inventory that I am not doing anything with. So I'm basically making this video to hold myself accountable, to make me want to do what I'm saying that I'm going to do. Because I've been putting this shit off for years now. And I can't keep doing that because I'm not going to keep wasting money. That's the thing. I want to stop wasting all that money on those storage units. Because, like I said, it's thousands of dollars a month I'm wasting on storage units. When I could just go get that stuff, bring it back here, list it, sell it, and be done with it. And that's what I'm going to do. Because I'm going to make myself do that.